Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Where we are going this week, we do need roads. More specifically, one road, Road America. This week, iRacing get to experiment what IMSA was like in the 1980s with the Road America 500 featuring the Nissan GTP ZXT and the Audi 90 GTO. These cars have a dedicated community racing every week. And to get a few tricks and tips for those of us who are not series regulars, I messaged my friend Ken Porter, who I met in the early 2010s in an R-Factor League for historic GT and touring cars, and one of the most known members of the classic IMSA community in iRacing. Ken is fast. Over the years, he has collected several season podiums and wins.
I participate in it every year, obviously, because I'm really passionate about the historic cars, as you know. It's really great I really look forward to this event every year. I'm going to be doing it with my brother, which is great to be able to team up with him. And then later the next day I will be doing it with another IMSA Vintage regular. So it's nice to have multiple time slots that you can go into and participate. Maybe if you don't do well in the first one, you might be able to have another chance. There will be a lot of new drivers coming in this week. It usually happens every year where a lot of people are practicing. It's great that the special event generates a lot of interest in the community, and sometimes we get some new drivers coming in because of that. The biggest thing to remember about IMSA Vintage Series and the Road America 500 is the speed difference between the two classes. I don't think there's any other series that has such a high speed difference between the two classes, so it's really tricky for multi-class interaction. Most importantly for the Audis is to just drive your normal line. Don't try to jump out of the way or get out of the way if a faster car is coming up to lap you. Just be predictable. The Audi is good in that it's four-wheel drive, so it's difficult to lose the back end unless you really, really thunderfoot it. It's very easy to lose the back end in the Nissan because of the turbo and the turbo lag. And if you stomp on the gas too hard out of a corner, you're going to spin out. So it requires judicious throttle control. The Audi is fastest if you have an H-pattern shifter, because you can pre-select the gear and just stab the clutch by keeping the gas down. That's the fastest way to drive the Audi. In the Nissan, you can just lift to shift. You don't need to use the clutch when you're changing gears. If you want to go to camelgt.com, it gives a lot of tips about how to shift these cars, in particular the Audi that has a quirky gearbox. And if you're driving the Nissan, just be mindful that the Audi is a heavy car with no downforce, and it's very difficult to alter its line once it goes into a corner. The best thing to do is to try to pass on the inside after the corner apex. Is probably the best way to do it, because you can just back off just a little bit if you're approaching an Audi, hit the apex and pass on the inside. Biggest advice, don't try to pass an Audi on the outside because Audis understeer notoriously. So if you try to pass a car on the outside of a corner exit, you're asking for trouble. So just be mindful of Racecraft. It's up to the car behind to make a clean pass.
Where can I go for free setups on these cars?
Obviously, camelgt.com has links to places you can go. There's a Discord community that is quite active, and many of the drivers share their setups every week. So if you're interested in that, you can join the Discord community. Also, there's an area on the forum for those cars in particular, and there are some setups there available as well. So go check out both of those resources.
Thank you so much, Ken. Good luck to you on your races. We drop video channels so people can follow you in the Discord, so more drivers can join this great series.
Great, excellent. Look forward to getting some new drivers in the series. So it should be exciting week at the very least, and an exciting race on the weekend.
So there you have it. You heard it from the man himself. Now get your thing ready, go practice, and good luck on the Road America 500 this week. I'll be live streaming my attempt with Marcos on Friday night, and we hope to see you all there. Bye!